The Cretan Empire had ruled the Orion Arm for 3,000 years. Their warships blotted out stars, their armies had conquered 600 worlds, and their tribute collectors had never been refused. Until they met humanity. Ambassador Marcus Webb stood alone in the grand hall of the Imperial flagship, surrounded by beings that towered over him. The Cretan Emperor, a massive creature of chitin and malice, regarded the human with what might have been amusement in its multifaceted eyes. "Your species is young," the Emperor's translator device intoned. "You have ventured into space for barely 2 centuries. You occupy 12 worlds. We occupy thousands. The mathematics of this situation should be obvious even to primitive minds." Marcus adjusted his suit jacket, his expression calm. "Mathematics can be deceiving, Your Imperial Majesty." "Then let me simplify the equation," the Emperor continued. "You will provide us with 40% of your agricultural output, 30% of your manufactured goods, and 20% of your population for labor conscription. In return, we will allow your species to continue existing." The other species in the hall, the conquered, the subjugated, watched with a mixture of pity and resignation. They had all heard similar demands. They had all capitulated. Resistance was extinction. Marcus was quiet for a long moment. When he spoke, his voice carried through the hall with unexpected force. "No." The word hung in the air like a grenade with the pin pulled. "Explain your response," the Emperor demanded, rising from his throne. "Perhaps your translation software malfunctions." "My translation is perfect," Marcus replied. "Let me be clearer. Humanity will not pay tribute. We will not bow. We will not surrender a single grain of wheat, a single bolt of steel, or a single human life to your empire." The Emperor's laugh rumbled like an avalanche. "Then you choose extinction. We will glass your worlds. Your species will be a footnote in our historical archives." Marcus smiled then, a cold, terrible smile that made several nearby aliens step backward. "You're welcome to try, but let me tell you what will happen instead." He began walking forward, his footsteps echoing in the silent hall. "Humans are apex predators from a death world you wouldn't last 10 minutes on. We clawed our way to the top of a food chain that included creatures that could bite us in half. We survived ice ages, plagues, and our own tendency towards self-destruction. We split the atom before we left our planet, and we did it to make weapons." The Emperor's translator remained silent. Marcus continued, "Your empire is vast, powerful, ancient, but it's also complacent. You've forgotten what it means to fight an enemy that refuses to lose. Every species in this room surrendered because they calculated the odds and chose survival over pride." He stopped at the base of the throne. "Humans don't calculate odds. We defy them." "Bold words from a species we outnumber 1,000 to 1, the Emperor growled. "You outnumbered us before you made one critical mistake," Marcus said quietly. "You threatened our children. You demanded we hand over 20% of our population. That includes our sons and daughters." His eyes hardened. "And now there is no mathematical equation, no calculation, no amount of force in this galaxy that will stop what's coming for you." He turned to leave, then paused. "Humanity has a saying, if you want peace, prepare for war. We've been preparing since the first ape picked up a rock. The only question now is how much of your empire will be left when we're done." The human ambassador walked out of the hall, leaving behind an emperor who had just made the greatest miscalculation in 3,000 years of conquest. 3 months later, the Cretan Empire sent peace envoys. 6 months after that, they agreed to humanity's terms. The tribute system was abolished. War, it turned out, had been the correct answer after all.